Good morning, everyone. Looking at the US stock markets, the Dow has again ended a volatile trading session, falling from the peak of 20,600 points towards the intraday low of 23,400 points level. After touching the 400 points level, the Dow has formed a hammer candle. We did see a good recovery pattern on the Dow Jones Index towards the 500 points. If found a good short-term recovery amount over the past 3 trading days, and again another good recovery on top of the main 6 So this could be short-term breakout pullback and the continuation that we are going to monitor for the breakout above the 25,500 points. Upon the breakout of 25,500 points, we might see further upside for the Dow. Firstly, to test the 6,000 psychological level and towards the 26,600 points level. In the meantime, the 24,900 points will serve as the immediate support level for now, followed by the 24,000 psychological level. Similarly, on S&P 500, we S&P 500 has ended lower to the 25 or 30 points level. Since then, we did see the S&P 500 has seen a good recovery pattern towards the 2750 level. If current pullback for the past 3 to 4 trading days and form a good short-term breakout pullback and continuation pattern that we're going to monitor for the next breakout above 2750. Upon the breakout and a closing above the 2750, we might see further upside for S&P 500 towards firstly the 2800 psychological level, towards the 28 previous peak of 2870 level. In the meantime, the 2700 has the immediate defense for now, followed by the 2650 level on the S&P 500. Gains on the stock markets on the last Friday was mainly underpinned by the hawkish Federal Reserve semi-annual economic. It indicates that most of the economic indicators are on the very positive side, and there's no signs of aggressive increase in rate hike. Some prices, we see the prices has seen some of the weakness from the recent peak of $67.66 barrel level. Since then, prices has tripped towards the $58 barrel level and full recovery pattern. So this could be a longer term breakout, and the potential continuation pattern, given that the crude prices has already recovered the 60, also recovered above the EMA trend level. So this see for crude prices to creep higher towards at least to retest the previous peak of $60 barrel level. In the meantime, the 60 will serve as the immediate defense on the crude prices. Gains over the past couple of days was mainly lifted by the lower than expected US coupled with the supply disruption in Libya due to the Middle East. Okay, some updates on our local front. The FMKLCI has recovered from the 1800 psychological level after we've seen a heavy selling pressure from the 1880 due to the global weakness amid the bond volatility. Since then, we did see FMKLCI has recovered sharply towards the recently towards the 1860 traded on a side 3 to 4 trading days, and we would bridge and nothing candle being formed on the FMCLCI. We're going to monitor to see if there's any follow buying interest beyond the 1860 level. Should there be any interest beyond the 1860 level, we might be outside for the FMCLCI towards the 1880 and potentially 18 on level. Should the FMCI risen above to see fall through by interest beyond the 1860 level, we could also anticipate for the MACD indicator to give us a buy signal. The RSI could be hitting back above the 50 level as well. Given that the momentum in our Wall Street, coupled with the higher commodity prices like your crude oil and also the prices, higher at least for the term period. The lower liner wise, just give me a minute to look. On the lower liners wise, we did see BAM's market index has recovered from the near the 16,000 level. Since then, it has risen beyond the EMA 9 and also the EMA 20 level. And recently, on last Friday itself, we did see FM's market index has also crossed above the 17,000 threshold. So I see FM's index to try higher to 300 points, back to the 17,550 points level. In the mean, the 16,000 points serve as the immediate support level. Just give for the chart to load. There's some connectivity issue for today. For Bungan acres, price has stripped from the recent peak of the 2 and 16 cents level for the back income towards the 128 or 1 million recovery after Bungan acres has been trading on a sideways pattern between the 187 towards the 1 million for the past 1.5 monitoring for the money and 90 cents upon government to the and 87 cents if the record above the 196 for 1 acres. Notion is still a formation that for now any recovery will just taken as a technical rebound. For Notion, which has recovered from the 45 cents level was the recent peak of 8 cents or 79.5 cents level. Rejected we are pulling back was the recent the record and straight on sideways moment trend by rising volumes. So for the record above the 60 cents level, record 67 stock price 75 on E120 level, and subsequently towards the 80 cents with your next price, your stop loss below the 62 cents level of motion. Everything is quite right now. As you can see that I found a good high-low formation during this period of time. A high-low formation was also noted on the for AX price from the one sharp strong in was the cents level. Subsequently, price has reversed its previous gain from the with that candle on top of the cents level. After touching this consolidation and subsequently the follow-through interest noted as AX has reached the AX pointing 44 cents level. Upon the 44 cents, AX will 47.5 cents and is 1.5 cents towards the 52 cents. Your stop loss point can be trailed towards the daily EMA 9 located at the 40.5 cents level for AX. Everything is also quite positive on AX right now, as you can see that following this short-term breakout of the 40.5, the on formation was from BS 20 has line at current juncture. Following this breakout of 8%, the CMD industry should buy signal, whereas the RSI has come above the level as well. Just give me a minute for the chart to load. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can put in the chat box and reply you shortly. On KGB, price has done some double formation on top of the 90 cents. After touching the 90 cents, KGB has found days level and from recovery pattern. Recently, during this recovery phase, we from the T plus 4 formation as well. This was the T day pullback with past 3 days without significant volumes, and the 4th day itself we did a good recovery pattern on KGB, accompanying some of the improvement in volumes. So for KGB, we're monitoring to see if there's any follow through buying interest above the 83.5 cents level. Upon the break of 83.5 cents, trade KGB towards the 9 cents and subsequently towards the 95 cents level. The cents can read that final difference will be the 23 cent level for KGB. Last company for the day will be Steel. Just give me one. Since we go to load the chart, okay, I'll just still and recently I staged a technical towards the 1 ringgit and 40 cents level. So for still we'll be monitoring for the above the 41 cents. Since there's a gap down previously, upon the break of 1 ringgit and 41 cents, we can trade our still towards the first price of 1 ringgit and 60 cents, and subsequently towards the 1 ringgit and 70 cents. level, your stop point will be located below the 1 ringgit and 32 cents level if there's a breakout above the 1 ringgit and 40 cents on Mars deal. If there's no question, then